Microservices. So in today's video I just want to tell you guys how to get the user back which is already logged in, and how to log out the user. So first what you have to do, go to your routes.go and add these two lines. So this is for fetching the user and this is for logging out the user. Next you have to go to users.go, and I have added this you might call it how you want to look the JSON output like. So we don't want to in our JSON output, we don't want the ID to be the I capital, right? We want everything to be lowercase. If we want first underscore name or everything lowercase. For last name we want last underscore name. For email we will make sure that every email the user registered is unique, so we are using the GOM unique thing. For password we don't want this password to send back in response, as well as we don't want the is ambassador to be sent back to the response. That's why we are using dash. Next I have defined two helper method inside this model class itself, like set password and compare password, so that we don't have to write these methods everywhere inside our application. So this is kind of like a receiver function, and any type of a user model can directly call this method. So we have already defined this logic inside our auth controller, and we will extract it over from there and just call these methods. So you can write these two methods. Next, inside the auth controller, so here you can see I have removed that logic of generating the password, but I'm just calling the set password method. Also in the login I have removed the logic of comparing the password, and I am just calling the user.compare password. Next I have defined a user method. Here we are actually getting the cookies which we have registered at the time of login, then getting the token as well as if any error if present. So this is the logic for it, and if there is an error or if the token is invalid, then we are sending message unauthenticated user. But if there is a token, then we are getting the token back, and the subject of that payload contains the user ID. So from that user ID we are getting the user back. So here we are returning back the we are just sending back the user, but if you want you can send the user back as well. Okay, so if you want you can do something like this. Okay, next what you want is when the user log out, so for when the user clicks on this logout endpoint, we are setting the value of our cookie to empty and setting the time as minus time.r. So this means that if the time is in minus, that means it has already expired. Okay, and here we are just saying success equal to true and setting the cookie back. So if you see I have a new user registered with me, his user ID is 2. Okay, now I will just close this once because I have made some changes. I will start docker compose up again. I will run this. So here you can see I am getting the user back, and if I try to now log out this user, so I will log out. Now if I try to do a get request, then I will get unauthenticated. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Bye.